What if your national and regional presidents are overstepping their bounds? What do you do when you have national and regional officers in your chapter's business and you just don't know what to do about it? Interesting phone call I was a part of yesterday. Details after this. Man. Nothing I love more than the swoosh. What I hate worse is when I'm pressing the swoosh button and the swoosh won't work. It's going to be one of those days. I can get the swoosh. Let's see. Wow, no swoosh. It's gone. Hey, my swoosh. Huh. This does not bode well. All right, forget it. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, my good man, Mike Ball, if you're on here, for giving me a shout this morning and waking me up. Man, I didn't get a chance to do my normal prep that I do before I get on the show. Forgive me, guys. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. So I'm up to like 5 or 6 every morning these mornings because I'm trying to finish my newest book. And let me do this real quick so I can represent my beard sponsor properly. There we go. How's that? All right. You can't be misrepresenting your beard sponsor. So, man, oh man. I'm working on my latest book, and it has me up till 5, 6 o'clock every morning. I go to bed for 3 hours, get up at 9:30, and come and do the show. So I built this soundproof booth. Well, I didn't build it. My club brother built my soundproof booth for me, because you can still, even though I got all the treatment on the walls and all that, you can still hear the freaking highway out there. And I'm a half acre from the highway, and you can still hear it up there. Because everybody wants to drive a car nowadays. Boom, 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 boom. Like everybody wants to be in their car that offends, that offends nature. You're rolling down the road and you can hear the car like boom, 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 boom.
Yes, I'm offending everybody. No one can do a damn thing because I need my car
to be louder than everyone else says. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely damn ridiculous. So I built a soundproof booth, and it's made out of PVC pipe, 2 inches thick, 2.5 inch thick PVC pipe. And it has blankets, moving blankets. So even though I bought all the sound treatment and I spent thousands in this room, I had to spend another $650 to build this damn thing. And even though I have it up and everything, I don't have all the blankets on it and everything. So I'm still making the audio book at night. Listen said, listen, Black Dragon, don't pick on me while I'm driving around. You know that's you. So even though I don't have my even though I've built this $750 monstrosity, and the blankets, I got the moving blankets from Harbor Freight, and they have these extra big, like 19 by 900 and a half yard moving blankets. And I had to build it with 2.5-inch PVC pipe to be strong enough to hold all this SHIT up. I still haven't got it all up yet. So you make your audio for my audiobooks, you make that at night after the traffic dies down, about 8 p.m. or so. Dig it? And then I'm writing all night. So I'm up all night. I say all that to say that's why I wasn't up this morning. I get a text message from Mike Ball, who says, "Dude, you still in the bed?" And I feel bad, but I was. And here's my thing for you guys today. And then I'm out of here and back to work because I won't even be going back to bed. And I should go back to bed, but I won't be able to. So here we go. Question. I get this interesting phone call yesterday. And this phone call is like a very upset person. And you guys know I talk to motorcycle clubs all the time. And I do it as part of my business, to be honest with you. I have this business that you could get clarity.fm/black-dragon. Over at clarity.fm, I don't know, it's some company somebody put together where you can go get clarity on things. So Tia told me, I'm tired of you talking to these people. They're calling you all day, every day, all day, every day. You miss out on making money because you're helping people fix biker problems. So I want you to be responsible and create an account where people can call you, but you get paid for your time. So I did that. The hard thing for me to do is I'm so damn nosy, and I'm nosy. It's hard for me to actually send somebody to that thing. When people call me, a lot of times I'm just like, what's your problem? How can I fix it? Or how can I help you fix it? So, and just so you know, Mr. Duke Rose, I wasn't making an excuse. I was just telling you why I was late. I'm late. There ain't no excuse to that. I'm just telling you why I was late. And so that you wouldn't just think that I just didn't give a damn about your time at all. But that's not an excuse. Bro, I'm late as hell. And that is what it is. So anyway, my problem is I often have a hard time telling folks to go to the application because I'm so damn nosy. I just want to hear what the problem is and maybe I can fix it. And then I'll always get these mean looking eyes at me, especially if I take the call in the car. I get these mean looking eyes like, you didn't send them through the application, did you? So I feel like again, no excuse. I feel like I feel like oh my goodness, like I'm ducking down, like everybody's looking at me. So I get this call yesterday, and as I'm listening, and then some of the time, those calls will make they'll make good things to talk about, and I have to be careful because I can, I'll never divulge deep information or anything that's club related. But a lot of the stuff it happens everywhere. And it's happened in my own club, some of these things. So then they make good things to talk about because it happens to you guys. So one of the problems that clubs have, all clubs, is what I call the I love me patch. Your club is your vest or the thing upon which you hang your colors. Outlaw clubs call them rags. Actually, I think more East Coast clubs call them rags. West Coast clubs call them colors. This is how it used to be. And then since all the clubs are everywhere, so such and such club started out on the East Coast, it was an outlaw club and they called them rags, or it was a club that called them rags. And then now they're on the West Coast. So it's people call them rags, people call them colors, people call them cuts. Well, the cut is actually the vest upon which you hang it. The rags are actually so you could go a whole bunch of different ways with that. But the orifice upon which you hang your emblems, all right, your cut, your rags, your colors, your vest, or whatever you call them, has two functions. It tells a story like graffiti on the wall. And those of us who are used to looking at vests read the stories as they go walking by. That's why so many independent lone wolf folks that aren't in motorcycle clubs at all have these vests, because they can tell their story on them too. For me, the front part is the I love me part. It tells the story of the front of the club, of the individual. Depending on what kind of club you're in, you could have your name, rank, serial number on here. Some have the name of the club on the vest in the front too, and some sort of little patch. Then you have all your accomplishment patches, or middle fingers, or F the world, or whatever it is you put on your patch, on your vest. This tells who I am. Now, if you're part of a hardcore club and everybody is Negan, there's nothing. That's the club you need to watch out for. There's nothing. There is no identifying pieces. They only have like one thing. It all says the same. Hero 1, East Side Crew, Mop Up Squad, Wrecking Crew. I am Negan. We're all one. Other clubs, man, you look like Colonel George Custer. One of the things about Colonel Custer was he would make his own uniforms back in when you could. And this guy was tatted up like before they had like real tattoos. This guy was tatted up in his uniform. So one of the problems with the I love me portion of the vest. So let's talk for a second about the back of the vest is the club portion of the vest. And that's why I'm always against anybody that puts anything on the back of their vest except their club colors. Well, you'll see people with Harley Davidson's symbols back there and everything. When I was national president, I absolutely refused to allow anyone to have extra SHIT on the back of their vests. That's the club's territory. That's where we put who we are, what we mean, and where we're from. That's what goes back there. Not Scorpio or something people put back there. So part of the problem is when you put officer patches on the I love me portion of the vest, people begin to love. See, I took a long way to explain all that, didn't I? People begin to love the I love me portion of the vest more than the I love the club portion of the vest. That's why those clubs that don't have anything on front are so effing dangerous, because they love more than the I love me portion. They love the I love the club portion, because they don't have an I love me portion on their vests. Feel me? But in clubs where we allow the I love me portion, in clubs where we allow that, then we have the issue of those people often wanting to overstep their bounds. And they want to be more than what they should be. Not even that. Let me even make it a little clearer. Many clubs just got put together. They just, like, almost no club like formed. Okay, we're going to form an LLC, and then we'll be doing this, and then okay, our bylaws will be that, and then all right, and then our projection will be. But no club forms like that. Most clubs were just a bunch of guys said, let's hang out. 35 years later, they still ain't got their bylaws together. They're still trying to, I guess we could use this change in my bylaws. So a lot of stuff just never made the bylaws. So things like job descriptions and boundaries and duties, these kind of things never really quite made the bylaws. So a lot of times you guys got guys winging it. And the club is more or less guided by the gumption and the gonads and the arrogance and the capabilities of a person. And sometimes they're good, and sometimes they ain't shit. You feel me? A lot of it stems from this I love me patch that says National Sergeant at Arms, Regional Road Captain, Regional Vice President. We're so pompous with it. They sway when they walk. Problem is, they ain't done a damn thing. That be the problem. They ain't doing nothing. The problem is that since most of these guys don't have a job description, they're kind of like a Belgian Malinois. I recently got a Belgian Malinois, and one day some sucker just showed up on my front door. Hungry, emaciated, nothing but skin and bones. You guys saw me when I got him a year and a half ago. You guys saw me when Braveheart showed up. You know, I don't go get dogs. I don't want a damn dog, just so you know. Black Dragon's always got a dog with him everywhere he goes. I did not go get any of those dogs. There was Hope, Magda, Charity, Warg, Almighty, Dog of Dogs, benevolent, great, magnificent, conqueror, the lion-hearted, Bunch, the first conquering dog of the tribe of Judah, elect of God. I got her from some airline stewardess I met on blackpeoplemeet.com. Right. She saw sucker written all over my face. That's why I don't use those things anymore. She saw sucker written all over my face. She came to my place. I had a loft down in Atlanta, Bass Lofts down in Little Five Points. It was really cool to live down there at that time. I had a loft down there. She comes walking up with her fine ass, sits on my couch. I'm thinking, ooh, boy, I'm going to tear this airline stewardess down. She starts crying. When a girl starts crying and you're like, what are you crying about? Oh, Lord, she's got to get out of here. I don't want no kind of charges, bro. And she's crying. And what I should have said was, get out, get out, get out, get out. You need to get out. That's what I should have said, right? Like in the horror movies, I should get out. Get out. But I didn't say that. I said, how can I help you? What's wrong? And she starts crying. I got a dog. And it's going to starve to death. And I was like, oh my God, why is your dog going to starve to death? Because I've got to fly out of town. And I'll be gone for 6 weeks. And there's nobody's going to be able to take care of my dog. And I should have said, get out. But I didn't say get out. I said, oh, no, your dog doesn't have to. No, I'll help you. She already knew. She had a dog. Everything the dog needed was in the car. My dog was 8 weeks old. She goes out to the car, gets all the dog stuff. And as I'm bringing the dog stuff back to the house, she says, listen, I got to run. And I should have known there was an issue when she went that way and the puppy followed me. That was the beginning of me and Hope, Magda, Charity, Warga, Almighty Dog of Dogs, the benevolent, great, magnificent conqueror, the lion-hearted bunch, the first conquering dog of the tribe of Judah, elect of God. And we were together for the next 8 years. Then, of course, there was the dog, Braveheart, who you guys saw me find at a rest stop in St. Louis, Missouri in 2017. And I had him all the way up until 5 months ago. And then here this Malinois shows up a year ago. Nothing but skin and bones. Nothing but skin and damn bones. And he bit my club brother 2 days after he got here. Of course, and that's why I tell you about the Malinois. If you don't know, okay, Hope was a pit lab. If you don't know anything about pits and labs, you're in for hell. I always get these hell dogs. Braveheart was a Jack Russell Terrier. Hey, you're walking 4 miles a day with this dog. Don't think, hey, that's what's going on. And then you get the Malinois. And these things are needy. They're shepherds. They're mouthy. They always got to have the last word. Derek's laughing at me. Black Dragon, we're all suckers to something. They always got to have the last word, but they make up their job. So these are working dogs. And if you've never had a working dog, you don't want one if all you want is a couch potato. Working dogs are dogs that are bred to do a job like track criminals or find drugs or help in war zones. It's like having an AR-15 at the house. If you don't have like a kill people function for it, they like people are mad. What do you need an AR-15 for? You don't need it for hunting. No, you don't. You won't get Black Dragon sitting up here saying you need an AR-15 for hunting. You need an AR-15 so you can kill some damn body. For messing with you. There's the caveat, right? You don't need a Malinois unless you have a job for it to do. And if you don't have a job for it to do, it will make up its own. This dog made, I'm going to protect Black Dragon, its job. And it is a sycophant about it. I don't know if you saw the video where my boxing instructor was here showing me some boxing techniques, and the dog just went up and bit him in the ass. Like, no, you may not swing your arms around Black Dragon. My club brother and I got into a little fisticuffs. He's 30 something. He got mad. He slammed me against the wall. I reached out and I grabbed him by the neck, and he just crumpled out of my hand. And I thought, oh my God, I'm still a badass. Like, he just went down like that. And I thought, oh, I got to get back in the ring. I still got it. And as he's going down, I'm like, this cannot be this easy. It wasn't. The Malinois had jumped up and grabbed him from behind, snatched his ass to the ground, and started chewing. It was scary. He had only been here 3 or 4 days. That's the other thing they do. They fixate on you. It's not the first time. Like I said, the puppy fixated on me when I walked left and she walked right. The puppy followed me. I thought that was weird. These dogs fixated on me. My bro pulled his gun out. I was like, man, don't you shoot my dog? He was all mad. It's not even your dog. He's only been here 3 days. I was like, man, no, judging from what he just did to your ass, he's home. You can stay. You can stay, dog. I must thank my club brother for not killing my dog. Thank you, man. Appreciate your patience. Even though I shoved you right from throwing me against the wall. I mean, I'm just saying. So another club brother was showing me how he was almost killed a guy, and got up and he showed me how and I choked the next thing you know, the dog had taken half of the back of his damn arm off. He was just laying on the ground, chilling. Your boy reached out like that. Through the air, he flew like, you know how they run up the side of walls and stuff? Hit the back of his arm, and I just, blood everywhere. That's these Malinois. They make up their own job. They make up their own job. He's a herding dog. He herds people. Tia wouldn't herd one day, so he nipped her. Get back in line. Well, I thought that was the funniest damn thing in the world. Tia was so mad. I thought it was so funny until that sucker nipped me one day. And I almost fell to the ground. I cried. If you've never been bitten by a Malinois, oh my goodness. I tell you this to tell you that, hey, will you stop that? I tell you this to tell you, and then final. They got to always have the last word. If you never had a shepherd, they are the mouthiest dogs. If you say something, they say something back. I've never seen anything like it. But I tell you the story about the Malinois because I tell you the story about these regionals and nationals and stuff. They assign themselves a job because they ain't got no job description. Many of them. They ain't got no job description, so they make a job. And the job they make is being in your business rather than going and getting them some business. And alas, you have an I love me patch with no job description in your business effing up your chapter. See how that works? You got an I love me patch wearer with no job description messing up your chapter. They've made it their business, like the Malinois, to assign themselves a job. And it ain't even the right job that they should be assigned themselves. At least he's halfway on the game. Let me feed the hand that feeds me. Let me make sure it stays alive. But the issue is that, one, there are no bylaws that really guide these people in a lot of these clubs. Two, there is no job description. Three, you got a power-hungry power monger on the job trying to create something. And four, they're lazy. What should a regional president be doing? In my opinion, he should be expanding the MC throughout the regions that he is in charge of. Not meeting with your club brothers behind your back and giving them orders and things outside of the bounds of the top 5 dudes. Instead of going to the president, through the vice president, to the sergeant at arms, down to the members, or instead of going to the sergeant at arms and he goes to the vice president and the president, and we fix what our problem is, this sucker wants to come all the way down to your prospect and tell him what to do. Well, what the hell? Boy, I asked a question and somebody answered it. I didn't even know it was. Let me scroll back down here. See if I can't find. Here you go. Alan Delane. Delane. Man, I'm messing that up. Alan, let's say Alan. I said, what should the regional be doing? He said, leading to growth and future. See, some of you guys know. Some of you guys know. Some of you guys know what they should be doing. But instead of doing this, they're on some old other stuff. Some old I love me Pat stuff. Messing up your chapter from the outside in. Here's how I feel about it. I'm going to teach you guys some game here. I'm going to teach you guys some game that they don't want you to know. You know, you always see those commercials, the things they don't want you to know. You see those commercials all the time. The things they don't want you to know about. Oh, what are those things that fly? Those copter thingies. Drones. You guys been seeing that on YouTube? The things they don't want you to know about drones and why this $99 drone is better than all those $1,500 ones. And you're like, that's not true. When you hear that stuff, you guys better go be looking at, I hope you go look at the reviews. Don't buy anything without, I saw this one thing for this martial arts stick. It's this big. And all of a sudden it's like 4.5, 5 feet long. And these guys are spinning this thing through the air. I'm like, oh my God, I got to have one of those. I'll be able to fight like Bruce Lee with this thing. And it fits in your pocket. It's only this big. Man, I went and looked at the reviews. It's so sad, those things. You hit somebody with it and it bends like you hit them with a hair, a noodle. But it looks cool. So you have to know that if you buy that, you'll be able to put on a good show. Maybe they won't mess with you. But you don't buy that stuff, right? You better hope not. And these people, they're like a bad commercial. And they create havoc. Here's my thing, and I'm going to put you down on some game. Here's the game I'm going to put you down on. And they're not going to like me because I'm going to tell you the secrets you should know. First of all, let me start by telling you this. Hey, regional president, we have a damn president. He was elected by the people, me. That's who the president is here. You're not the president of this chapter. Don't talk to my people unless you've talked to me. Don't make me tell you that again. Next time I have to tell you that, when you come back up here from two states away or wherever the hell you came from, I'm going to send you home without your motorcycle. And your colors are going to be here. Because these people, they work for me. Okay? It's my chapter. We have a president elected from within. We have a sergeant at arms. We have a vice president. These are the people that we have in here. Elected by our folks. If we got a guy who is not happy about what's going on in the chapter, he can bring that through us and we will escalate it. But what you will not do is you will not undermine my authority and bring your punk ass over here into my chapter. Unless, of course, you're like, we've broken the bylaws, of which most of you guys haven't read, by the way. So most of y'all out there don't know. I call the Bible, the bylaws, like the Bible, the greatest book never read. All you ever hear is quotes out of the bylaws. Well, the bylaws say this, and they only say a portion of that, right? But that's a whole nother video. So the thing is this. You got these guys that overstep. And listen, everything I've ever been mad at is everything I've ever been. Everything I have ever warned you guys about is probably everything I've ever done. So I'm not saying that when I was a national or regional, I didn't put my nose in other people's business and other chapters' businesses. I'm just telling you that that's not the way it should go. That's all. I'm telling you, people can't destroy your club unless you let them. Remember one time, a couple of my brothers got into a fight down in another chapter. We don't have that. We don't play that Black Sabbath, bleating up Black Sabbath thing. I was national president. And I got so mad. I says to the brother, I want your colors now. And being the national president, I mean, dutifully, he pulled his colors off. The regional president, who's now our national now, the regional president, ride or die, ran over to me and jumped between me and the brother. National, no, national now. Now we're not going to let this. We're not letting the colors leave the state, the city. Come on, now he would not let me, and rightfully so. He would not let me have. It wasn't my job. It's not my job. Jumped all in. No. And next thing I know, they had those colors and they had them handed to somebody else. And I'm trying to get to them. I got 100 people between. That chapter loved its colors. They love their colors. No, national, you can't have them. I want my fine. Oh, we fined that ass, boy. It was good. I think he paid like $5,000 or something. We fined that ass. They let me have. I got the money. They wouldn't let me have them colors. You guys get where I'm coming from? So here I'm going to put you down on some game. What is the most powerful person in a motorcycle club? It's going to blow you away. for all you weak ass presidents out there afraid to stand up. The most powerful person in a motorcycle club nation is a newly elected president before the honeymoon phase wears off. If you're brand newly elected, even in a divisive relationship where everybody was at each other's throats, the first thing you have to do, and I try to tell you guys about that in my book, President's Bible. It's all right here in Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There are 6 chronicles. This is motorcycle club leadership. First thing you do is you gel that club back together. You build your coalition. You meld that club back together. And during the honeymoon phase, you are very, very popular. Everyone wants to hear your ideas and what you're doing, and they want to follow what you're doing. So a regional that wants to come and push down on your neck, I've seen whole chapters walk away and go join somebody else because you effed with their president, especially a newly elected, very popular president. Just thought I'd put you down a little game there, Prez. Run your shit, man. Now, don't think I'm talking about insubordination, because I'm not. I believe in the sanctity of the chain of command. I believe in the sanctity of the organization. Nobody's bigger than the organization. But the organization owes you the same duty you owe it. It owes you the same respect you owe it. It owes you the same functions of governance that you owe it. It must walk down the chain of command like you should walk up the chain of command. Everybody respecting everybody. Goose. Black Dragon working them glasses like a 1910s lawyer. Oh my goodness. So, I just thought I would share these things with you guys today. Because, I got in here late and I didn't have a show for you. So I was like, what can I talk about? And I find that there's always something to talk about. So as I'm working my glasses like a 1910s lawyer, I say to you guys, this ain't hard. This ain't hard. It just is not a job for the faint at heart or the lazy or the ill-informed or the ignorant. You see, uninformed and ill-informed people or dumb people, they don't know. Ignorant people relish the fact that they don't know. They double down on not knowing. You can tell an ignorant person, hey, man, that's not MC protocol. And they will argue you down. But the funny thing about it is, dude, I've been doing this. It'll be 35 years, 2 years from now. So that sounds better than I've been doing this 32 years, right? Or 33 years. It sounds better. It'll be 35 years, 2 years from now. See how people will use? I've been doing this 35 years, 2 years from now. You get to throw the 35 years out, even though your ass has only been doing it 33 years. You see what I mean? So ignorant people double down like that. They use terms that they don't know anything about. They double down. That's not That's one of the ones I love to hear. That's outlaw stuff. That's what outlaws do. Bro, where did you get that from? You do know. Y'all do. Okay, put you up on some more game here. So now to piss everybody off. You ready? Take care, Fort Spots. Love you. Thank you for tuning in. Here's one. Put you down on some more game here. Right? Kind of laugh on this one. That's outlaw stuff. That's what they do. Or when young baby outlaws come up to me talking about how they paved the way. We paved the way for you 99%ers. You should be adoring us and bowing. We paved the way. Bro, do you understand that family clubs have been around 50, 60 years longer than most of those other clubs? It was them borrowing from us. Those clubs came about after we were here already. They set themselves apart from us. They took our traditions and did other things. Not the other way around. So I got an ignorant guy talking to me. It cracks me up. It's one of the reasons I started doing this. Is because the first one used to get me, MC means man's club. Okay, maybe it means that today, but it didn't mean that when MC started. That might be today's thing. Somebody did this thing. They got so mad. There's been some new women 1%ers running around. Everybody's got so mad. You guys do know that women have worn 1% full cuts before. You know that, right? You do know that, right? It's not new. They just don't do it anymore. I see myself pissing them all off today. Let me get some more unsweetened tea. We're serving the tea up, man. So, I hate a person that doubles down on ignorance. Don't hit me with no ignorant stuff that you haven't researched. What you guys have to do is understand that if you understand how your motorcycle club culture works, what I love is people adding stuff to the bylaws that ain't written in there. And then other folks like, yeah, that sounds good. That's reasonable. Let's do that. In order to vote, you got to be in the club 2 years before you can vote. Where does it say that at? People who make that kind of stuff up are trying to stop other people from advancing. Don't let anybody do that in your club, man. Somebody asked me, how about a founding member that faded from sight suddenly returning and attacking current members over something that was never an issue? You guys, you need to call me at my line. I can't help you. Tia says I can't help you unless you call and pay for it. Yeah. The problem here, bro, and the problem is here. I'm gonna give you this one, Shadow, for free. The problem is this: these guys understand that certain "I love me" patches, gender, is it gender or engender? I forget the word I want. They create a certain level of Engenders. Thank you. I got one of my producers on the back end that sits in here and sends me stuff through private chat to keep me on my game. So I appreciate you, Kay Wayne, who said the word I'm looking for is engenders. It engenders a modicum of respect. You see what I'm saying? Where you almost whisper, "Oh my God, that's the founder." You almost whisper that when the guy walks by. Oh my God, that's the founder. We have to do everything he says. That's the founder right there. Watch out. He floats by on air as if he's walking on water. So any dumb shit he says, I must adhere to. I am an adherent. I'm an adherent. And they know that. They know you're going to be an adherent. They know they have this special thing over you. Because we follow these people not because we have to, not because they pay us, not because there's any money in it. We follow them because we love them. We love them. And we trust them. And sometimes we're so damn naive to them being very selfish. Sometimes we're very naive to them being very selfish. You feel me? And so as we listen to that selfish, dumb shit they come up with, we allow that to be an issue where it wasn't an issue at all. You said it right here. How about a founding member that faded from sight suddenly returning and attacking current, not if you didn't listen to him. Hey, Tia, get off my show. You're spying over here. Always spying, sneaking in and stuff. Boy, I tell you what. Better be on your best behavior but around that one. Anyway. Yeah, they come in, they break in with this stuff that they do. And it's like, hey, listen, man. You brought that up in the session in church. Okay, noted. Secretary, put that down. What, we got 2 meetings to decide on that? All right. I motion to table that for right now. I second the motion. All boom. Okay, that's tabled. You move on. You give them their space, and then you move on. You don't let them come back and destroy the peace based on some idea that they must be listened to because they blah, blah, blah. If you have founders like our founder, and hey, man, not everybody's like the one we have. He doesn't have this fake sense of entitlement. He is so chill. He just wants you to do better. So when he speaks, you listen. One of my club brothers, Devil, president out there in Maryland, said, it all needs to be written down in the bylaws. He says for the 100th time this year. No, they don't listen to me, Devil. Nobody listens to Black Dragon. They certainly don't like, share, and subscribe. I thought I'd throw that in there. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Duke Rose said, oh, trust me. Found that out the hard way. I was given the bro job treatment. I understand. I understand. Warrington says, let him be mad, Black Dragon. The truth hurts. We will bring snacks and a raft to float on that river of tears they make. Yeah, especially the snacks, right? Because, I do hear about this sometimes. Where did you tell him that? What are you doing on my channel? Goose says, some of us don't care if we are liked. We are here to secure our nation for the next generation. Like me, hate me, whatever. But this chapter will be around 25 years from now. I mean, you can make me cry. Don't make me weep up here, man. I felt that tear hit me. Some guys are just insecure with themselves, says Bear. I know some female bikers that I would go to war with because they have more heart than most men. Boy, let's not go there, man. Let's not go there because that's the truth. And they ride harder, too. Tia tells me she wants a motorcycle. Why? So I can be outridden? Hell no. On your ass back there. I'm not going to look at you pass me up on. Reminds me of the girlfriend I once had who didn't know how to swim. So we go down to Cancun, and I don't know if you know much about swimming and stuff, but if the salinity is up in the water, you almost cannot sink. So some dude named Pedro, and you got to be careful of Pedros. You can't let your woman learn how to swim from Pedro. So I wanted to go scuba diving and stuff with the fellas, right? Off of the coral reefs that they had. And so she was told to stay in the shallows, and this hunk named Pedro, Senorita, I will teach you how to swim. And I was like, yeah, whatever. She's hooked on me. I got her. All right, fellas, let's go. So we're snorkeling out in 60 feet of water, and I see these black legs 60 feet above me, just a kicking. And I was like, oh my God, that looks like Bridget. She's just out there, just a swimming in 60 feet of water with her I don't know how to swim ass. Pedro taught her. In like 10 minutes. But there was a lot of salt in that water. I told her, do not take your ass back to San Diego thinking you can swim. That water you'll sink in. So you have to watch these women, man. They will outdo you. They will. They will. You buy Tia a motorcycle and she'll be over in California somewhere. Pedro taught me how to ride. Pedro. Got to be careful, man. So Bear says, leave her alone. Black. How does she get more fans than I get on my show? Oh, my goodness. How does she get more fans than I get on? Don't you mess with her. Tia's like a sergeant in arms. I'll be watching you. Yeah. What's that song? Every move you make. Isn't that a stalker song? Now that you think about it, that my boys had. What group was that? Had that cool drummer. And oh my goodness, every move you make, I'll be watching. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. What group was that? It was just 3 guys. They made all this music with 3 guys. Wasn't Sting in that group? Yeah. Anyway. I'm looking over here. The police. There you go. Thank you. The police. I knew you guys would know. Anyway. It all comes down to regulating your own club and your own chapter and getting your chapter strong. Your chapter has to know that everything they need, it will be provided by the chapter, even the stuff they don't like, even the stuff you don't like as the leader. The only way to build unity within your chapter is to build trust. The only way to build trust within your chapter is to have an open, honest, open door kinds of policies with open dialect and open discussion. This keeps creeps from sneaking out of your chapter and running up to the regional. It keeps creeps from sneaking out of your chapter and running up to the nationals. If you want to keep your chapter succinct and tight, open your chapter up to honesty, transparency, and accountability. Oh, Lord have mercy. Follow the 14 scientific principles of motorcycle club leadership as chronicled in Prospects Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. Truth and honesty and integrity and all those things. Then you get a strong chapter nobody can infiltrate. Like them bros in my chapter when I said, give me them colors. I was the national president, bro. They surrounded that brother, took his colors from him, and kept them colors from me. Them colors stayed down in that city. He was suspended. He didn't get to wear them. He had to pay his fine. But them colors never left that clubhouse. They were tight. They were tight. These people were tight. They were tight. You must protect your club, your chapter from threats from without and from within. Sometimes your own national president can be the enemy of your chapter. Ouch. Ouch. Can't believe Black Dragon's saying that. Get your chapter tight, bro. What happens in your chapter stays in your chapter. Get them chapters tight, bro. Somebody just put us down on some information here. What did he say? He said somebody was killed. Let me find that. There it is. 59 years ago, November 22nd, the 35th president of the United States was assassinated by an assassin's bullet. 59 years ago. Was that John F. Kennedy? 35th president. John F. Kennedy. I knew that. Hey, don't be trying to sneak one on me here, like I wouldn't know who the 35th president was. Did John F. Kennedy die today? My mother told me about it, and it broke the heart of America. And I don't know. I can't say that that's not going to happen again. Somebody broke into Nancy Pelosi's husband's house and beat him up, although there's a lot of rumors about that. I'm the founder of an RC, says Jason. I'm the founder of an RC, and in the bylaws, it clearly is written what my authority is and isn't. I typically wear soft colors around them without all the I love me patches on purpose. Because you give a damn about how your motorcycle club is going to go forward. You care about its future. Like the father of our nation. Boy, you barely even know that guy exists. When he comes around, it's to party and hang out and love his people. That's what he comes. That's all he wants to do is be around his people. He created something that expands the whole entire United States of America from coast to coast. And every time they throw a party somewhere, they fly him there. 75 years old. And he is surrounded by the children he has created. And they love him and they admire him. And that's enough for him. He doesn't have to go around and he gets plenty of attention because they want to know, what was it like, man? What was it like? How did you make this happen? What did you do? And I'm so happy for him. I'm so proud for him. I am so honored that I got to serve a guy like him. He wasn't nothing, boy. He's like a grandfather, right? You know how grandfathers are, so giving and loving. I'm just like so over it sometimes. Like, he is not nice like that. I cannot. Oh my God, he's gonna let y'all get away with that. He's feeding y'all candy after dinner. He's not lost. He's not nice like that. That guy's evil. I know. He produced me. I didn't get treated like you guys get treated. I'm so like pissed. He kept 2 feet up my behind. I knew that I had done what he expected when this thing came in the mail one day. This is the 20-year pen. This was the first one ever made. He made this one. And a lot of people say, Dragon, your chain's too short. This is the chain. This is the chain, and this is the pendant that came with it. 20 years. Oh, well, shit. This is older than that now. This is probably 30 years old or something. And when he sent me this, I was like, and one day I was riding my motorcycle. He told me, he said, hey, man, this is old. It's worn out. Maybe you should take it and have it looked at. Of course, you don't listen to the father. And I'm riding my motorcycle, and the little man fell out. It just blew out. And I'm riding, and I caught it. And I was like, whoa. So I took this whole thing back, and they repaired the gold. I don't know how they do it. And it costs a lot of money to have it fixed, but it won't be blowing apart anymore. This was him letting me know, okay, bro, you hung around for 20 years and you did what you were supposed to do. That's what's supposed to happen with founders and stuff. They give you your guidance, but the chapter leads itself. Mostly we wind up doing what he says do because he knows what to do. I mean, but you got to build the cohesion in your club. You got to build the strength. You got to build the integrity and the transparency. And then you'll have a strong chapter with few infiltrators and few turncoats. Yeah, I'm not saying you won't have any, but when someone comes against your chapter, you will watch it come together like nothing you ain't never seen. Like nothing you ain't never seen. You feel me? That's what it takes. It takes being in a motorcycle club chapter of a great motorcycle club nation. Don't be the weak link. Make those damn regionals get out and do their regional job. If you got a regional president that has not brought one chapter, what good is he? Hasn't expanded you. Oh, Black Dragon, we're lucky. We're glad being 5 clubs. Why should we be 50? When you stop growing, you start dying. That's why. When you stop growing, you start dying. That's why. You're going to lose chapters over the years. We used to have a Little Rock chapter. Gone. We used to have a Tulsa chapter. Gone. We used to have an Oklahoma City chapter. Gone. We used to have a Phoenix chapter. There's only remnants there. We used to have a North Carolina chapter, gone. You lose chapters, but then you gain chapters. Just got our Orlando chapter. We got a Pensacola chapter. We got a Maryland chapter. We got a Louisiana chapter. If we had stopped growing, we would have begun dying as we shed chapters. We've had to regrow chapters. Our Wichita chapter almost died off. Just had a few people. We rebuilt it. Took 4 years. See what I'm saying, bros? See what I'm saying, sisters? You got to stay relevant. You got to keep it moving. That's why you have regional presidents and regional bosses and and all this kind of stuff. They're supposed to keep everything moving forward. They got too much to do to be messing around in your chapter business. Do you have a Texas chapter? Yes, Meat Hook. We have Spring, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas, Texas. Is that Texas enough? Houston, Texas. Yeah, we're in Texas. One thing I hate about Texas is when you ride across Texas, it's Texas and Texas and Texas and Texas and Texas and Texas and Texas. Oh my! Like, is it really going to take us 2 days to get across this SOB? Whew. And it's 115 degrees out there. Great thing about Texas is when you get past Houston, speed limit goes up like you've never seen on the East Coast. You're like, well, I could really ride 100 miles an hour. And it's all good. Oh, my goodness. K Solo, the writer, says, preach, preach BG. Maybe I meant to say BD. Please preach big guy, maybe. A regional isn't just a position you put just anybody in, unless that person is just a talking head for the national. This is a real education. This is real education. It really gets me in trouble when I do this. Good morning from Cali, Indian T. Good morning, Indian T. All that knowledge from him passed down to you, on which you give it to us, along with your knowledge and experiences. This the reason we come to the Black Dragon congregation. Well, I tell you what, though, I wish that I could give it to you like he gave it to me. It was force-fed down my throat. Man, I was man, I was so, and the father would be like, I didn't abuse him. In a pig's eye. So anyway, I've been talking to you guys for an hour, 13 minutes. No need to talk this one to death. I didn't mean to get up here for so long this morning. I woke up late, and I'm getting ready to go back to writing my book. I'll be doing that all day today. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about that because I was in a very interesting conversation, which you notice I haven't given anything away, where I had someone that was getting problems from their regional. And I just listened to it laughing the whole time. Like, yeah, because that person is in love with the I Love Me patch on the front, but is lazy and won't go out and do regional stuff like growing chapters, and insists on being he wants to be an insular president, like a secondary president. We didn't vote for you, bro. We got a president here. We didn't vote for you, man. We got a president right here. We got a president we voted for. Always be some sticky little sucker from inside your club that is always running to the regionals. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Handle your business in church. Be manly about it. If before you go run off to the regional, I'm good for it. I'll be in church. Hey man, you don't want me to get the regionals involved. I will tell on your ass. Snitch! Good question. Is it snitching if you're telling inside your own organization? Isn't that that'll be a good video, right? Hey, don't make me go tell National on your ass. And I'm telling you right now, I'm in the Navy, that's how it worked. You can go tell the admiral on the captain. You just were forced to tell the captain you were going to go tell the admiral. And you had to start through your LPO or your division chief. And you had to tell all the way up to chain of command. I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell. And so they get to browbeat your ass. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, you ain't me. I got to let you know I'm telling on your ass. And, Black Dragon was good for that. Oh, but they get right. Hold on. What is your problem, crybaby? Oh, okay. Well, you can call me any names. But we're gonna get it solved. I won't go tell on you then. Kay Wayne said, "For me, if it's not the cops, it's not snitching." So, where does the snitch line begin, right? and end. So yeah, I don't mind going through the I ain't got nothing to hide. Y'all ain't paying me no salary. I'm paying to be here. So we can go up chain of command, bro. I don't have a problem with it. All right. So that's that. The other thing I wanted to tell you is this, and this is going to hurt some feelings too. You do know that you're not really a regional club if you just have 2 or 3 chapters. You know that, right? You're not a national club until you have 5 chapters in 5 states. So I see guys with 1.5 chapters throw national and regional patches on, or 2 chapters, or 2.5, or 3 chapters and developing one. We kind of like to see you with 5 chapters in 5 states before you even really have need for that. A lot of people just want that patch so bad, they don't want to do the work. The work is having 5 chapters in 5 states. Now you've done the work to have all that. All right. That's it. Anyway, I'm out of here, people. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And we got Turkey Day coming up. So just be careful. Be careful going out and stuff. People are doing some real crazy stuff out there. So be careful, right? I hate that when this happens. Trying to turn this off. Man. Okay. I'll put that in the drawer. Can't seem to turn it off. So anyway, you guys take care. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Check us out on Think Tactical, our new podcast, thinktacticalnews.com, and Think Tactical, the YouTube channel. Black Dragon Survivalist blog, it's called, on Facebook. Make sure to go check us out at bikerliberty.com. I've got new writers up there, and we got great new news stories coming for you, especially all the do good news stories about people doing good for Christmas. And check us out on MC Protocol 101, our new show, MC Protocol 101. And also check us out on the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos is our online podcast. And it was good to have you, T. It was good to have you come visit us at the Atlanta Clubhouse. It was nice having you here, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. All right, you guys take care. And, treat each other right. Does that make sense? Hey, subscribers. Whenever you are in Macon, Georgia, you have to get over to my Motorcycle Club Brothers Cigar Lounge. Haley's Cigar Lounge on Ingleside Avenue has a night or several nights just right for you. Monday night football kicks off the week. Wednesday is whiskey night. Thursday, ladies night. Saturdays are make your night. And wrapping up the weekend, it's Sunday football. Haley's is closed on Tuesdays. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere at Haley's. Hang out at the bar or outside on the patio. They can also host your small events. Haley's Cigar Lounge, 2308 Ingleside Avenue in Macon, Georgia. Be sure to tell them Black Dragon sent you.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospects Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.